welcome again to my YouTube channel. It's your girl Frida. Thank you for clicking on today's video. If you're new, welcome to my channel and don't forget to like and subscribe. If you're a returning subscriber, a part of the family, thank you for coming back and stay tuned for today's video. In today's video, we're talking all about master's degree. Do you have to do a master's degree? Do you need to do a master's degree? It's something that will help your career. And in today's video, I'll be answering some questions that are very important to consider if you want to study a master's degree anywhere in the world, whether it's in the UK, in France, in Canada, in Russia, wherever you want to go to study a master's degree. So before I start, I'm going to introduce myself again. If you don't already know me, if this is the first time you see my face, my name is Farida and I am a final year student studying Law International Relations at the University of East London. As I am currently in my final year of studying at university, a master's degree is something that I'm currently considering. And in today's video, I'll be answering some questions that I've been asking myself. And some of these questions I believe will help anyone that is considering doing a master's degree and help you to make an informed decision about studying a master's degree, about knowing whether it's the right decision for you or whether it's something you should not even consider at all. So the first thing that you need to consider if you want to study a master's degree, whether in the UK or anywhere in the world, is the cost of that degree. You must have spent so much money to get your undergraduate degree, whether you studied in the UK, in Nigeria, in France, in Canada, whatever country you studied at, you will have spent so much money to get that undergraduate degree. When you decide that, okay, the next thing I want to do in life is to get a master's degree, whether it's a 1-year master's degree or a 2-year master's degree, you also need to consider the cost. If you be self-funding your master's, you need to know, okay, this is how much I'll be paying. For example, if you be studying a master's degree in the UK, the cost of a master's degree in the UK will be anything from £20,000 and above, which is a lot of money. But if you be getting a scholarship for your master's degree, then it takes that cost away and there'll be other considerations for you to also think about. But if you'll be self-funding your master's, make sure that self-funding is actually something that will actually help you. If you'll be spending £30,000 or £40,000 on a master's degree, then you need to know that this is actually going to be worth it in the long run. And this is going to lead me to my next point, which is that does a master's degree actually help advance your career? So if you'll be studying a master's degree in a subject you won't actually enjoy, in a subject that you don't even know what you want to do with it, then what is the point of actually studying that degree? If the master's degree is not going to help your life in any way really, then there is no point studying a master's degree. It's usually the case that when you study a master's degree, it's not a guarantee that you get a better job, it's not a guarantee that you get a better paying job, it's not a guarantee of anything really. A master's degree is a huge investment, so you need to consider if this is actually going to be a beneficial investment, and if it is not going to be something that is worth it. Definitely don't pay so much money, don't put in so much money into doing a master's degree when it is not going to benefit your career at all or in the long run. The next thing that you need to consider if you're not doing a master's degree is where you want to do this degree. With a master's degree, it's usually the case that you are specializing in one particular area. For example, if you studied law, say you want to specialize in economic law, in property law, you're specializing in a particular area that interests you. It is important that when you do a master's degree, you go to the best of the best universities to do it. Don't just go to any university to do a master's degree. You go to the best universities where the employability levels are actually high. It's not going to be just you getting another degree that's not really going to be beneficial to your career. For example, if you want to do a master's degree in the UK, you go to the best of the best like LSE. Don't just go to any university in the UK for a master's degree. Make sure that you go to the top ranking universities. Some people say that university rankings are not really important, but I actually disagree with that, because the university rankings means that they go in so many things that will actually benefit your career. For example, if a university is the lowest ranking university in the UK, there's a reason why they're the lowest ranking university. A university is not just the lowest ranking for no reason. It means that they're lacking in so many things. So if you must do a master's degree in the UK, make sure that you're going to the top of the top, the best of the best universities in the UK. Don't just go to any random university, because if it means that you're doing a master's degree just because you're not sure of the next step to take in life, if it means that you're doing a master's degree because you're scared of going into the real world, you're scared of actually living education and actually working, then you need to really consider it properly and think, is it really worth it doing a master's degree? If it means that you're scared of actually leaving your comfort zone, because when you're in education, when you're at university level studying, it feels so comfortable because you just have to study, pass your exams. But then the real world is different. It means that you're doing a master's degree because you're scared of going into the real world. You need to actually prepare your mind and think about it properly. Don't just invest money, time, resources, energy into doing a master's degree if it's not going to help you in the long run. If you want to do a master's degree anywhere in the world, you need to also consider if this particular area that you want to specialize in is something you actually enjoy, is something you want to do for the rest of your life. Make sure that whatever master's degree you're doing, you're actually doing something that will actually benefit your career, something that you actually want to do in the long run. If you specialize in an area, for example, and then you end up getting a job in an area that is totally unrelated to what you studied, then what is really the point? So make sure that actually when you want to do a master's degree, it's something that is going to be worth it, because you don't want to spend 2 years or 1 year doing a master's degree that will actually mean that after like a few years of you trying to get a job or something, you actually go into a different field, something entirely different from what you studied. The next point that you may want to consider is whether you want to stay back in the UK after your studies. If you come to the UK to study, for example, if you're an international student that's come to the UK to do your master's degree or wants to come to the UK to do your master's degree, is it plan to stay back after your studies, or do you plan to go back to your home country? Do you think, oh, when I come to the UK to do my master's, I'll easily get a job and then I'll be able to stay back and actually maybe make that money back? But in reality, things may not work that way. But now that the post-study work visa has been introduced, that may be an option to consider if you're not able to stay back for whatever reasons. And then doing a master's degree is actually what you actually come to do, a master's degree because the intention is to stay back in the country that you've gone to. Then you may want to consider if it is a good option or not, because you don't want to come to a country, travel all the way from your home country to do a 1 year or 2 year master's degree, and then you go back to your home country trying to get a job and earning way less money, despite the fact that you paid so much money to study a master's degree. So make sure that if coming abroad is not going to be worth it, if coming abroad may not be worth it in the long run, if it means that after studying a master's degree in a particular subject, in a particular area, in a particular field, for example, means that you go into something entirely different, you start earning may even less, you may want to reconsider doing a master's degree. There's this misconception that if you do a master's degree, you earn more money, but in reality, things don't work that way, because many graduate jobs don't even require you to have a master's degree to apply or to even get them. So even though in some careers, in some fields, a master's degree may be an advantage, but in many areas, in many fields, a master's degree is actually not required. So you need to take that out of your mind, that a master's degree is going to help you get a better job, because even with your degree, if you have a first class or a second class degree in any subject, you can easily get a job without doing a master's degree. So you need to actually consider that properly. Don't just spend 1 year of your life or 2 years of your life doing a degree that you won't enjoy, that's cost you so much money, that won't help you to get a better job, that won't help you to advance your career, that is something that you won't enjoy doing in your life, that is something that you actually absolutely hate. Because if you're spending 2 years of your life studying something that is really, really intense, that you won't enjoy, that is so boring, that you just feel like you want to drop out, then what is the point of actually investing in that? So make sure that if you want to do a master's degree, consider all of these points carefully. Don't just go into it because everyone is doing a master's degree. You can't just follow the ship, because after 3 years of university, 4 years of university, 5 years, everyone goes their different ways. Everyone tries to do what they think is the next thing. Some people go into work, into academia, into further study. So if you think that a master's degree will actually help you, for example, doing a master's degree, doing a PhD, becoming a lecturer, becoming a professor, becoming a researcher, a policymaker, if that is the kind of plan that you have, then a master's degree may be a good option. But if you're doing a master's degree in something that actually is so unrelated to what you want to do in life, it's so unrelated to your career plans, it's just something you want to do because you're scared of going into the real world, then what is the point of doing a master's degree? Well, despite everything I've said, you should also know that even if you do a master's degree, if it means that you don't get a job immediately after you do your master's degree, or you earn less, a master's degree is something that no one can take away from you. Once you have it, you have it. A time in life may come when it will be useful, but that is not certain. No one is going to guarantee that a master's degree will help you in your career plans, or will help you in life. But once you have your degree, it's something that you have forever, and no one can take that away from you. And knowledge that you gain on a master's degree, no one will be able to take it away from you, because with a master's degree, you're actually learning better. You studying further into a particular area, you focusing more on a particular area, which you won't have done at undergraduate level. So if a master's degree is something that you actually want to do because you want to gain more knowledge into a particular area, then definitely go for it. But if it's something you're just doing because of no apparent reason because you're not sure of the next step in life, then there's really no point in doing a master's degree. And I'll also add that if you actually decide to do a master's degree in any country, in any place in the world, wherever you want to go to do your master's degree, once you get onto your master's degree, an important thing that you also need to take into consideration is that you need to try to get as much work experience while studying as possible. Don't just spend 2 years doing a master's degree or 1 year studying a master's degree and just focus on education alone, because when you just do a master's degree with no work experience, you finish your degree and then you're trying to get a job, and then you have no work experience at all, then you just like back to like square one, square zero, because you did 3 years of undergraduate degree, no experience, 1 year or 2 years of master's degree, no experience, and then you want to go into the world of work. It doesn't work that way. It's not going to be easy for you to transition straight from university to work without any work experience. So make sure that whilst you're doing your master's degree, you actually try to get as much work experience as possible while studying, even if it means volunteering, doing unpaid work or paid work. Make sure that you actually gain some work experience whilst doing your master's degree. It will show that this person has actually spent time doing a master's degree. They've tried to develop their skills along the way. They've not just focused on education alone. Because whether you have a degree or not, you can still get a job. Whether you have a master's degree or undergraduate degree, or you have one of them or you have both of them, what really will make you stand out is the work experience that you have. Like I said earlier, I'm in my final year of studying law with international relations. I've not started my master's degree. Many of the things I've shared in this video is based on what I've learned from other people that have actually done their master's degree. So this is not coming from my own direct personal experience, but I feel this is something that I can relate to because I'm also considering doing a master's degree, and I believe this is something that may also help you if you consider doing a master's degree. Think about the benefits in the long run and in the short run. Don't just jump into a master's degree without any consideration of the benefits, the demerits, the time that it will take, the cost that it will involve, the career prospects, and everything that is involved with doing a master's degree. And remember that a master's degree is more intense. It requires more studying. It requires you to be more focused. Make sure that actually, if you do decide to do a master's degree, something that will benefit you in the long run, not something that you just do and then leave your certificate in a bag and that's it, and it's not going to help you at all. If that is the case, it may be a better option to actually just gain work experience after university, get a job, and just go straight into the world of work. And that will be the end of today's video. I hope if you want to do a master's degree, I hope when you want to make that decision, you make the right decisions. And I hope you've benefited from this video in one way or the other. Thank you for watching today's video. If you've enjoyed today's video, make sure to like, subscribe, share, and stay tuned for more videos. See you again next time. Bye.